Hey guys, what's going on? Steven back again, and I'm back with another 40K video from the Templin Institute. So I've been trying to do a lot more 40K videos. I've done some from Voldemort, and I've done some recently from Major Kill. It does seem you guys like the Major Kill videos a little bit more than the Voldemort, but that could be because of the topics I've picked for both videos. Voldemort, I did one on a lesser known chapter, but it was very interesting to learn about that chapter. And then Major Kill, the recent one I did from Major Kill was the 5 oldest living Space Marines, and that was very interesting. I like both channels. They're both great. Voldemort is extremely informative, and Major Kill is informative, but also very funny. So let me know, which videos you want me to do, if there's certain topics of Voldemort you want me to cover, or if you want me to keep going with Major Kill, and if there's a certain topic or something like that of Major Kills you want me to do, let me know, because I'm always trying to find, new 40K videos to do. I did do a lot of text-to-speech, and at the beginning you guys really liked those videos and watched the hell out of those. But then it just kind of really dropped down, so I don't know if you just weren't interested anymore. But let me know. Like I said, I'm always looking forward to doing more 40K videos. I always do a Templin Institute video anytime they pop up with one, which they just came out with this one a couple of days ago. So, yeah, here we are. But yeah, let me know. Alright, so anyways, let's get on to the topic of today's video, which is Celestine, the Living Saint. A model I've seen plenty of times, just really don't know that much about it. Alright, so anyways, on to the video. Here we go. Try to adjust myself a little bit there.
For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor of mankind has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods, and master of 1,000,000 worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies.
Damn right.
He is a rotting carcass writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology.
Come on, enough with the carcass.
He
He's
is the
still the
carrion lord of the
Emperor.
vast imperium of man, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day, so that he may never truly die.
No need
Yet,
to call him
while
a
the golden era in which
carcass.
the
Come
Emperor trod
on.
the soil of his imperium and spilled the blood of those who might defile it grows ever more distant, his will can still be felt. There is a huge and dangerous presence growing within the demon-infested miasma of the warp, and during moments of extraordinary peril, when mankind's very existence is threatened, it can make itself felt across realities.
I bet.
There are many ways in which the prayers of humanity might be answered, and the will of the Emperor made known. But few are the equal of Saint Celestine, living saint of the Order of the Martyr Lady. It is natural that all those elevated to the highest pantheon of imperial heroes might have their accomplishments embellished and character
That would be an
magnified,
interesting video.
but the
Who
accounts of
is
Saint
in
Celestine have been remarkably consistent.
Who is in the, what did they say, the pantheon of the heroes?
The lady. It is natural that all those elevated to the highest pantheon of imperial heroes might have their accomplishments embellished and character magnified.
That
but
would
the
be an
accounts of
interesting
Saint
video.
Celestine have been remarkably consistent.
What heroes are in that
Imperial
pantheon?
records speak of imminent slaughters turned into rousing victories by the miraculous intervention of a wrathful warrior borne aloft on angelic wings and righteous fury. Her figure burns with light, fiercer than the heart of any star. Courage and resolve builds in any noble soul that meets her gaze, while those that harbor evil are overcome with abject terror. A single graceful gesture might call forth an inferno of terrible power, or make
That's
strong
actually a
again
really cool
the
picture.
sick and dying. Mercy and rage circles her every moment. In her presence, the
Oh, wow,
faithful
that is
elect a
actually really
victory,
cool.
while traitors and demons boil away into nothingness. History is littered with tales such as these. A legion of pretenders have claimed sainthood, and with it, the Emperor's favor. But it is not Celestine's actions in life that mark her as a true saint, but those that
In
occur
death.
in death. She has been burned to ashes by the unnatural fires of the ruinous powers.
Wow.
Her armor has been split by eldritch alien weaponry, and her body torn asunder. She has been crushed beneath the treads of demonic engines, or mangled on the blades of the Imperium's greatest foes. Every manner of mortal blow has snuffed the life from Saint Celestine, but each and every time she has returned, rising once more again and again and again to strike down her would-be killer. To those who have witnessed these miraculous acts,
She's been
her
through some
explanation
shit.
is simple. She will only die when the Emperor himself claims her, and not a moment before. Very little is known of the life of Celestine before she was declared a living saint of the Imperium. The Order of Our Martyred Lady, one of the great orders militant of the Adeptus Sororitas, does however make note of a Sister Repentia by that name within their ranks. She was said to have been among the armies of the Imperium, mustered against the heretics of the Palatine Schism. Celestine was at the forefront of the first wave, where the fighting was most fierce, and she was killed in battle during the drive to the capital city on the world of Eurytion. Celestine was merely one among countless others that lost their lives in the service of the Emperor that day, but special mention was made of the grim butcher's toll she inflicted upon the enemy. When her body was reclaimed, however, by her surviving sisters, they were shocked to discover that when cleansed of the blood and filth of battle, no wound could be found upon her body. She arose as if from a deep sleep the next day, and the light of one touched by the divine glowed within her eyes.
Wow.
By the time the crusade to end the Palatine Schism reached its apex, Celestine had become its sacred figurehead. In this role, she gained immense influence, and used it to convince the Lord Militant of the Imperial forces to liberate a seemingly unimportant world, Sanctus Lys. While none then alive, save Celestine, were aware of its significance, this backwater world was a holy place. It was home to a shrine of Saint Catherine, a living saint of the Order of the Fiery Heart, the precursor to Celestine's own order.
Oh, right, I think I saw a video
about
talking
of this
about
shrine,
that.
Celestine came upon a forgotten crypt, and descended into the darkness on steps none had trod upon for millennia. When dawn came the following morning, Celestine rose from the tomb like Catherine herself. Divine radiance had enveloped her, mighty angelic wings had appeared at her back, while doves and cherubs circled her transformed visage.
Wow.
She had donned the armor of Saint Catherine, anointed with the blood of its namesake.
Oh,
But
Saint
it was the sword she carried that was most wondrous and terrible of all. From a hilt worked into the shape of the imperial aquila and adorned with skulls and flowers, burned a blade so bright that none could look directly upon it. Her apotheosis complete, Celestine was declared a living saint by the Lord Militant, and her status cemented by a conclave of the ecclesiarchy soon thereafter. Hailed as the hero martyr of the Palatine Crusade, untold thousands of heretics would die by her blade until absolute victory was finally achieved. The deeds of Saint Celestine filled the annals of imperial history for decades thereafter, until she ultimately disappeared, fighting the renegade warmaster of Forax. She was last seen in the heart of his fortress, where the insane Pawn of Chaos triggered his own atomic pile and reduced the entire structure to ash. The Tower of Heroes upon Sacred Terror itself told a single time to proclaim her loss, and untold billions became united in grief for their fallen heroine of mankind. And yet, dozens of times across the ensuing centuries, reports of an avenging angel appearing miraculously on desperate battlefields
so now she comes at certain
administrators
times
and scholars. In every instance, the radiant form of Saint Celestine was sighted just as hope had been extinguished, only to vanish once more.
So she comes at basically like the most dire of moments.
Until, in the 999th year of the 41st millennium, her return became impossible to deny. As Cadia was shattered beneath the 13th Black Crusade of Abaddon the Despoiler, Saint Celestine again arrived at the critical moment, together with 5 full companies of battle sisters, believed lost in the war some 1400 years before. Their entry on the battlefield revitalized the Imperial defenders. Celestine herself would throw down the broken body of a demon prince, aided by twin canonesses, whom the living saint had returned to life.
That's impressive.
but even Celestine could not stand alone before Abaddon himself. Drained of her extraordinary powers of faith by the rapidly shifting currents of the warp, she would have been killed once more, if not for the intervention of other Imperial heroes, determined to face down the despoiler. Though Cadia would fall, Abaddon was wounded for the first time in millennia, his black armor pierced by Celestine's blade, leaving a black mark upon his supposed victory.
Damn.
Yet even as Cadia was
Forever
consumed by
marked.
the Eye of Terror, the work of Saint Celestine was not done. She was granted a vision of mankind's salvation and led the survivors on a dangerous path that would ultimately lead to the return of one of mankind's greatest legends, the Primarch Robute Guilliman of the Ultramarines. As the galaxy enters the time of ending, Saint Celestine stands at the forefront of the greatest crusade since the Emperor himself set out to reconquer the galaxy. She is a shining beacon of hope, appearing wherever the battle grows darkest to call forth the fires of retribution from on high. And if she should fall in battle, none now mourn, for she is the living saint, and until the Emperor deems it so, she will forever rise and rise again, a living embodiment of his divine wrath. It is often said that only in death does duty end. But for Saint Celestine, death is only the beginning. And no realm of suffering and torment, no trial of faith or duty, no death of hope shall ever stand in the way of proving herself worthy of life once more.
Damn.
In Dossier, the Templin Institute.
Okay, so there we go. Celestine the Saint. That was one hell of a story. Wow. So now I know more about it. Like I said, I've seen the model plenty of times. One person who used to come into our store, used to always play Sisters of Battle, and always took that model, and it was impressive. It was extremely good. I'm trying to see if I can pull it up here. Pull it up here now. Character. Oh, there we go. Do we still have the model? I know Games Workshop's kind of like cycling things in and out and everything like that. Pulling away some models and bringing some models back. There it is. Celestine, the Living Saint, $60. That is a really cool looking model. That does look very badass looking. There we go, just bring that. Look at that, that does look really cool. Yeah, that does look badass. Bolt pistol's power sword carries the ardent blade, which can more than double her close combat strength. Wow. Yeah, see, I'd love to have that model. $60 though. A little too high for me. Like I said, I like collecting, characters and heroes and, lords and stuff like that, Since I really don't play anymore, I just like to collect, certain characters here and there, just certain models. I would love to get a Sisters of Battle model. I do like, this one right here carrying the banner. Kind of like that one a little bit better. Hospitaller. Yeah, see, I don't know too much about, St. Catherine. See, I'd like to find a video about St. Catherine. I don't really know anything about her, but I mean, look at that. Must have been one very important character to have a funeral procession as a model. Something like that would be, very cool. But I'll definitely have to try to find a video about her, since they did mention St. Catherine in the Celestine video. So, kind of want to know more about that character now too. So, but yeah, it's a very cool story about Celestine. You know, just going, what do they say, down into those crypts and then coming back with the armor and the wings and the doves and everything like that, and the sword, you know, and basically can't be killed, always comes back. The only time I guess she'll actually die is when the Emperor says she can. And of course now she just comes at the most dire of situations, the most dire of battles and stuff like that, and shows up. And now, you know, if she dies, nobody really mourns because she'll be back. But yeah, I do like the Sisters of Battles models. That is very interesting. Hospitaller. That is really cool. So that's basically like what, their apothecary. See, I don't really know Sisters of Battle at all. I never really played them. That is a cool looking model. I like that. That is pretty neat. Preacher with chain sword, missionary with chain sword. I do like that banner. That banner's pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll get maybe one day I'll get some Sisters of Battle model at least, you know, just to have in my collection. I've been getting a lot of Space Marines. I got a Necron just because I wanted a Necron. I've always liked Necrons. I wanted to play Necrons. They were actually going to be my next army I was going to play, had the store not closed down, because Games Workshop was like, yep, no more stores. But yeah, that was going to be my next army. You know, pick up like Imperial Guard and stuff like that, you know, just models that look cool. Like I said, that is a really cool model. I like the pose and everything like that, standing on the rock and, you know, things like that. I'm kind of thinking the next model I might get, I'm not sure, but I do want to get the Games Workshop, the Dark Angels one. Oh god, I'm gonna have to go back quite a few days for that one. There we go. What was it? I think it was the Horus Heresy. Yeah, I think it was the Horus Heresy model. What was it under? Rumor Engine. I think it was around here. Was it around here? Was it before this or was it after? Shoot, I can't remember. But yeah, there's a Dark Angels model I've been thinking about getting once it goes up for pre. Okay, so there's Lucius. So I think it was before Lucius. Heavy tank rolls out, upgrade. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. I think it was before that. Before that. Yeah, there we are. There we are. Yep. I want to get him. I want to get this model when it goes up for pre-order, because I mean that just looks so damn cool. How cool is that, dude? Dark Angel's most feared commanders, Marduk Cedrus. I mean, his armor just looks badass. I mean, his I don't know what type of gun you even want to call that. Plasma gun? I want to say plasma pistol. The sword looks awesome. Although I don't know about it sticking into the ground like that. Or into the rock. It's kind of growing on me. But yeah, I do want to get this model whenever this does go up for pre-order. I don't know when. Chance, blah, blah, blah. Warhammer Fest. Yeah, this was a while ago. But yeah, when this model goes up for pre-order, I think this will probably be my next model I get, just because it looks cool and would go perfect with the rest of my Dark Angels. So yeah. Alright, so anyways, yeah, I don't want to ramble on too long here, but yeah, that was very interesting learning about Saint Celestine. I would kind of like a video that kind of talked about, what was it they were saying about the pantheon of heroes, I believe. I think it was right around here that they were talking about it.
All those elevated to the highest pantheon of Imperial heroes might have their accomplishments.
Yeah, I'd like to learn like more about that, like what other, I guess, I don't want to say like people, but have made it to, you know...
All those elevated to the highest pantheon of Imperial heroes.
Imperial heroes, you know, who else has made it that high? What are their stories? You know, what there was I wonder if the guardsman, I believe there was a guardsman that saved the Emperor, or saved the Emperor, or dove in front of the Emperor during the Horus Heresy, and it's kind of like, no, you know, take me instead. And I think Horus killed him, and then the Emperor and Horus ended up fighting. You know, I wonder if he, you know, got elevated to the Imperial Hall of Heroes. But that would just be a very interesting story, just to see who else is in it and what their stories are and how they became, you know, the Hall of Heroes. You know, I think that'd be interesting. All right, so anyways, there we go. Celestine, the Living Saint. Very cool story. That is awesome. She can't die unless the Emperor says it's time to rest. You've done your duty. You know, time to come home. So yeah, there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. It'd be awesome. Remember, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description box below. And like I said, if there is any videos you want me to cover from Voldemort, Major Kill, let me know. You know, I'll probably continue with some more Major Kill videos, because like I said, you guys seem to enjoy watching those. Although, like I said, I don't know if it was just a topic I picked, you know, had a factor in why more people watch that video instead of the other ones. But yeah, let me know. And yeah, other than that, just stick around. More videos are on the way, and I will see you guys next time.